Amor Aeternus, Amor Aeternus, Amor Aeternus.
Henry, 15th Duke of Norfolk, was just 12 years old when he inherited the title. He was the eldest boy in the large family of Duke Henry Granville and Duchess Minna, and had grown up in a devout Catholic household in Arundel Castle and Norfolk House, London, seeing his parents dedicate their lives to good works.
Amor Aeternus,
On the death of his father, Henry was sent to boarding school with the Oratorian Fathers in Birmingham, where he came under the influence of John Henry Newman, first as a teacher and then as a friend and mentor for the rest of Newman's life. One of Newman's principal teachings was that every individual has their own God-given mission. God has created me, Newman said, to do him some definite service. He has committed some work to me which he has not committed to another. I have my mission.
Amor Aeternus, Amor Aeternus, Amor Aeternus.
For Henry, as Earl Marshal of England and one of the richest men in the land, Newman's exhortation and the example of his parents made him very conscious of what could be expected of him. So it's no surprise that when he came to consider how to mark his coming of age, the idea of building a church in his hometown, something he knew his father had planned to do, seemed most appropriate.
Panis Angelicus, fit Panis.
Henry was born in 1847, so his young life coincided with a period in which the Catholic community in England saw an enormous growth in size and in confidence. The Catholic Emancipation Act of 1829 had removed the obstacles that had for almost 300 years prevented Catholics from worshipping freely, or indeed taking part in public life. And in 1850 the Catholic hierarchy of bishops and dioceses had been re-established. At the same time, there had been an influx of Catholics escaping famine in Ireland, and a significant number of conversions from the Anglo-Catholic wing of the Church of England to the Church of Rome, many of them high-profile individuals like John Henry Newman. In this heady atmosphere, there was a great spate of Catholic church building, to which Duke Henry was happy to contribute. Henry clearly wanted his church to be what we'd now call a statement building, a flagship of Catholicism in a town where Henry's Norfolk ancestors had long upheld the Catholic faith. He and his architect, Joseph Aloysius Handsome, chose a site that gave the church a prominent position on the Arundel skyline. The size of the building was out of all proportion to the Catholic population of a very small country town, but the impact was impressive, and Henry would have been gratified to know that almost 100 years later it would become the cathedral church for the Diocese of Arundel and Brighton.
Amor Aeternus, Amor Aeternus,
work began in 1869 and progressed rapidly. Barges with huge quantities of Bath stone came round the coast and up the river to the port of Arundel. Stained glass came down by rail from workshops in Birmingham. With timber scaffolding and technology hardly different from the medieval, the building was ready for its opening on a bright July day in 1873, just 3 years after its commencement. Duke Henry went on to build a number of other churches, numerous buildings in and around the town of Arundel, as well as a major rebuilding of the castle. But Arundel Cathedral, his first great building project, must surely have had a special place in his heart.